Yeah, Biden is doing a terrible job. This is like the most do-nothing president of all times because these are the very people that were the beneficiaries of slavery. There's no other way to put it. The owner of this company actually came from Cuba, and he was a direct descendant of Spanish conquistadors that were enslaving the Cuban people so brutally that they had to get rid of the dictator and Fidel Castro, who, surprisingly, although he is a very terrible person, much, much better than Batista. Welcome back, everybody, for a new segment of Z News, information for a new generation. And today we got some local news. It's a little bit different from our broader stories, but it's very important nonetheless. So basically, earlier in this unfortunate year of 2022, back in April, almost as if as an April Fool's joke, Power 95.3 gave us their last show. Unbelievable. Power 95.3, for those of you who might not have heard of it, is a powerhouse station. Well, was a powerhouse station here in Central Florida that was around for decades. The actual origin of 95.3 goes back way back. It has been through several ownerships at this point. But recently, it has been purchased by a large Spanish company named the Spanish Broadcasting System. This broadcasting system has been purchasing up a lot of things recently, including some TV stations down in Miami. Now, there's kind of a big concern around Democrats because they believe that the purchase of this station over in Miami and other ones, along with the radio purchases that this conglomerate is making, is going to push Latino voters from Democrat over to Republican. The misinformation is real, and it's out there, and it's quite strong. As if all this wasn't enough, we are unfortunately receiving news that we are getting possibly hit with a very brutal tax law that is going to basically cripple small independent radio stations just like us all over Central Florida. This new bill would make it so that radio stations would have to pay an additional tax for every single song that they play, even after the royalty rights that are already getting paid by these radio stations.
And that's thousands.
That's basically making it so that small radio stations like this will no longer be playing music. And this is not a coincidence. The reality is that at this moment, all the radio waves and all forms of communication are being targeted by the right-wing agenda. These companies are very much so right-wing. The owner of the company is right-wing, and they're trying to make it so that every single voice on the radio, every single voice on TV, and every single voice on the internet is right-wing. They have never been able to win with the policies, with the theories, with the talk. So what do? They buy us out. Why do they buy us out? Because these are the very people that were the beneficiaries of slavery. There's no other way to put it. The owner of this company actually came from Cuba, and he was a direct descendant of Spanish conquistadors that were enslaving the Cuban people so brutally that they had to get rid of the dictator and elect Fidel Castro, who, surprisingly, although he is a very terrible person, much better than Batista. So what do we have to do? We have to really pull together more than ever to fight for our rights and fight for small independent radio stations just like this one. Of course, we have a lot of skin in the game. We ourselves are a broadcasting channel. We make money from networking and marketing, all these companies. But we have always done so because our ideas and the things we say and the music that we play reaches the people. This is not what they're interested in doing. They're trying to turn every single radio station into a right-wing NPR. And unless we stop it, they're just going to keep on doing exactly that. This is exactly what they did with YouTube. Back in around the 2000s, YouTube was a great place for small independent media channels to grow. There was a lot of growth for independent networks to be able to bring out news in their own way. However, as soon as they started getting more traction, the big news apparatuses like Fox News and CNN started cracking down on YouTube, implementing so many restrictions that all the small independent news channels basically died out. There's only a few left, and if you want to go get news on YouTube now, the main things that are going to be popping out are Fox, CNN, and other mainstream media channels. We have just seen them overturn Roe versus Wade. This is not a joke. They're coming for your rights. They're coming for them right now. They already took away the rights that have for women for abortion. And that's just the beginning. They're coming for a full-on ban on abortion. They already took away your Fourth Amendment rights because now Like, you can get searched inside of your house by Border Patrol without a warrant. And if anything happens to your house while they're doing this quote unquote investigation,
tear it up.
There is no resource, not even tear it up, they can kill you, and there's no resource for you to do anything about it. Everybody that is listening to this on the radio, on YouTube, or wherever you're listening to this, please, please, please text local to 52886. Again, text local to 52886. This is going to be able to give you a form that you can fill out very easily. Just a couple of clicks. It'll fill out your name, last name, email, phone number, and it's going to send it to your representatives and let them know that you are against the small radio station. You're against all the radio stations getting taxed for every single song that they play, because that is going to kill small radio stations.
We have a caller that said they love what you're saying and they just can't believe it. And so they want to be a part of the show.
Bring them on.
Good evening, Peace on the Streets.
Hey, y'all, it's Mikkel Michaels, and this is super shady. I am shocked and dismayed.
Hey, Mikkel, it's been a while. How are you, my brother?
It has been a while, scheduling, but I'm good now, and I'm happy to be back. But I am listening, and I don't like what I'm hearing. This is crazy.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And unfortunately, it's just getting started. I actually...
Well, I want to be a part of the solution. If this is just getting started, let's end it now. Let's shut it down.
Perfect. We love to hear that. And again, Mikkel, if you want to help us out, please let everybody that you know to text local to 52886. That's going to be able to help us out a lot. We just got to be able to put as much pressure as humanly possible on the representatives right now so that this bill does not pass. Because if this bill does pass, Peace on the Streets itself could cease to exist.
Wow.
Well, we're not going to let that happen. Mimi, I told you I knew.
Come on, Mikkel! Mikkel from Shade Tree in a building!
When we're under attack, that we should attack back, right?
Yeah.
And
we need to.
And I'm glad that...
Numbers.
Yeah, Biden is doing a terrible job. This is like the most do-nothing president of all times. Like, I don't even know...
What he has done yet?
Forget what he has done. I don't even know where his mind is at. Like, the man really needs to retire. All right, like, he's almost 80 years old. Bro, Biden, go home, dog. You're a multimillionaire. You got a dog and kids and a family. Go sit down on a beautiful ranch somewhere with them.
Donate those coins. Donate those dollars. We need them because we want to play the music that you want to hear, and we want to be the station that you want to hear, too.
That's
Donate
right.
those dollars.
Donate
Put your
those
money
dollars.
where your mouth is.
And text.
Where your ears are.
This one's free. Like, this one's free for everybody. If you want to help out, if you want to fight back, this is an initiative that WOKB itself is part of. They gave us this number so that all of our listeners can help us out in this. Please, one more time, text local to 52886. Local to 52886. Let them know that we're not taking it. We're not going to let our radio stations go down. We're not going to let our voices be quieted.
Come on.
We've done enough of that. Let's fight back on this great 4th of July celebration that we're having here. I want to wish everybody a happy 4th of July weekend. Stay strong. Stay positive. We're going to make this happen. I believe in the new generation. I believe in us. I believe that we're going to make the change. And I believe that we're going to kick some butt.
Right here.